What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. And it's going to be a great night because, well, we've got that cap information. I know you've all been desperately craving, but if you follow me, you know I'll lead you to the promised land. So that's what we're here to talk about tonight. Not a live video, but still love to hear from you. You have any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave it down below. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button, sharing this stuff, subscribing. Really can't thank you enough for helping me change the game. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking about this cap stuff. And as you know, I told you last week I was extremely busy, working like 12-hour days. Came home the one night and, you know, we saw all the posts about the Eagles saving 15 mil. I saw a lot of these Eagles content creators that think they can do the cap now. It's 27 mil. Some of you were telling me it's 40 mil. And I just kind of thought, whatever. And I told you I don't really care. So it annoyed me enough that I remember telling you, look, I did this in a show before. But, you know, when they restructure things, do things, the money moves around. So we had to find out what those exact numbers were. And, well, that trade became official. Bryce Huff passed his physical. So we get that 5th round pick for him. But we also, you know, there's a condition there or two or whatever it is that he can get, you know, we can get a 4th round pick for him. So, look, you got rid of somebody who did absolutely nothing. Best of luck to him. 49ers suck, but, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, Howie, it's a miss. It happens. I see some people, like some of these reporters, oh, Howie sucks now. And it's like, all right, dude, sure. But I was waiting all day. Today was extremely hot out. We poured concrete, so I was lathered up, covered, so I had to get a shower. But I've been just craving making this show because you see a lot of people, and I see some of you out there sitting on this high horse telling people, oh, this is why you should listen to me. I know how to do the cap. I'm the cap master now. I know how the cap works. Well, that's weird because I didn't see a single person, not Adam Schefter, not Field Yates, not anyone that had 32 million. But I think someone might have because, well, if you watched the show the other day, we talked about the projected cap space, and I had it at $32,115,419. So, as I told you, I don't have all of the exact numbers with that restructure, all that stuff. But I thought, yay, look, I'm not going to trust OTC. I'm not going to trust any of these websites, any of the NFL, any of the experts, the media. I'm just going to do what I do. And, you know, maybe I do know more than them. Well, sure enough, the cap space came out today, and it is $32,459,183. So, well, pretty damn close, I'd have to say. Not 27 million, not 40 million, 32.4 million. So you're asking yourself, how is this drifter, this long-haired Mason salesman, how does he have the time to come home after 12-hour days and still smoke these experts? Well, it's because I'm not a drifter. I don't understand what world we're living in where we got to listen to people that have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, but boy, do we ever. And boy, do they talk so loud and proud about shit they don't know. So why don't you go ahead and sit down and let the cap master do what he does best. And, well, you see that I did my thing again. So one thing we're waiting on is those 2 final rookies, the top 2 picks there in Jihad Campbell and Andrew Makuba. And look, I explained this before, just like with the post-June 1st shows. I make these shows months in advance. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'm always breaking this stuff down before it happens, so you don't have to get confused by the media and all the dumb shit content creators are making up. So we talked about it, but in case you missed it, these will be the cap hits, and these were the only 3 that will actually affect. So our first 3 picks are the only ones that are going to affect the cap because the cap consists in the offseason of the top 51 players. So Makuba and Campbell. Once we get that 2.7, that 1.3 on the books, that's obviously going to add 4 million there of deficit to take off. But you are replacing the bottom 2. So really, you're only taking 2 mil off. So once they are signed, you are going to still have $30 million in cap space. That's a lot. Whether you want to sign someone, trade for somebody, whether you want to hold on to some of it, roll it over, you can do all of the above. Don't listen to these people out here telling you we can't. Oh, the Eagles are in cap hit, kicking the can with the dead money. I wish you understood what any of that meant because, well, then we wouldn't have to sit here and do this over and over again every year, and I have to pretend that I don't, right, know how to do this because everybody gets upset. Hey, well, Howie sucks and everybody. No, No, you're going to understand how to do this. And for you sickos, I know you love this stuff and you enjoy it. I do the work for you. But it's crazy out there that we have people getting paid millions of dollars to talk about sports, and they can't figure out these simple things how to do. It's insane to me that I'm the only person in the entire world, not the cap experts, nobody, that had this number. That's insane to me. That's great. Like, I mean, am I crazy? You guys can tell me down below in the comments. I mean, is it nuts to you at this point? The guy that predicted 6 years in a row who we're going to draft tells everybody how the cap, everything. I mean, Vic Fangio's defense. I mean, what else can I do? Try to break down how we'd win the Super Bowl last year and build a dynasty. People are going to start believing me whether they like it or not. But is what it is. Now, I'm going to keep you up to date, as I always do, throughout the entire season with these top 51 cap hits. So once the regular season starts, it will consist of the top, the 53 guys on the roster, anyone on IR, the practice squad, all that stuff. But right here, right now, top 51. And again, remember, Campbell and Makuba will be added on here when they sign their contracts. That'll take about $2 million off. So again, you still have over $30 million. And you can see all of the new players on the team, not a single damn one of them over $2 million cap hit. So Howie, you son of a, you see Ojulari, Green, Jackson, Granson and Uche and Lamb. I mean, it's a beautiful sight to behold. And people can talk how they want, well, there's no such thing as the cap and nobody knows how it works. Well, I do. And I try to tell you and explain it every damn day. But we'll just keep doing our thing. Hope the people get on board eventually with how this stuff works. But until then, I'll keep doing my thing. Now, you saw it at the bottom, but I'll show you one last time. The Eagles have 32,459,183. That's crazy to me. 32.4 is a lot. And again, those rookies, they'll take $2 million off, but $30 million with the team we have. Howie, you son of a bitch. I love you. But I love each and every one of you out there. I am going to go get something to eat. That shower felt good for a second. Now I'm hot as hell. Again, getting myself worked up about this cap stuff. Only I would get worked up about math, right? Son of a bitch. But I cannot thank you enough for taking the time here. If you have any questions, comments, look, I broke this down. If you missed the video, I'll post it in the comments down below, the post June 1st. You can see what Bradbury and Slay and Brandon Graham, not just Bryce Huff, how they affect the cap. So if you were reading stories this last week or two, you were just getting lied to, all over the place about what the numbers were going to be, go check that show out and you'll see how stuff actually works and what the real numbers are. It's what I do in these parts, and I appreciate those of you who support the truth. But all I've got for you, you can reach out. It does not have to be about the Birds. You need anything, you need a friend, whatever's going on. I know it may seem like I'm super busy, and I am. I really am. It's crazy, but I'm ready for the weekend already, but I'm always here for you guys. Just know that. And I can't wait for this Fan Friday. We have a lot to talk about, the trade, the cap, everything under the sun. Got this free agent and trade video coming your way. We just signed one of the tryouts, and if you haven't heard about him, you can go check out the tryouts video from a few weeks ago and learn about him. I'll make another video for you, though. Probably drop it tomorrow, just breaking down again who he is. But we already talked about him, so go check it out. But all I've got for you here tonight. So until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!